Hey everybody, welcome back. Today's drawing tutorial is going to be about how to create an elephant drawing. I have a lot of students in my class that love to draw elephants, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity for me to do a drawing lesson on how I would draw an elephant. So this is going to be a little bit different from my other drawings because I'm not going to be drawing the elephant straight on. Most of the animals that I draw in these videos, I draw so that they're facing the camera, but this elephant is going to be facing to the side. So follow along with me and follow real close. So this is going to be my first eye, and you can see it's very normal, very much the same eye that I usually would draw. But the second eye is going to be the one that's different. Because this elephant is not facing forward, the eyes would not both look the same. Because it's looking this way, one eye would be flat and a lot more of an oval. So I'm going to go right over here and I'm going to draw that second eye. And it's going to be almost like an apple seed shape. So see, that one's really a whole lot smaller and it's a whole lot thinner. Just like that. So this probably looks a little silly right now, but it'll all come together in the end. Now that we have this thinner eye, that's the eye where my trunk is going to go in front. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to go down and then I'm going to make an S shape. So I'm going to go down, make a U, and then I'm going to go up and make an S, just like that. And then at the end of the trunk, I'm going to make like a half of a peanut shape, just like that. Now I'm going to make the rest of the trunk. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it really thin up here. I'm going to make it a lot fatter when it gets down here. So I'm just drawing this line next to this line. But as we go farther down, you can see I'm making it wider. Because the elephant's trunk would be wider down here than it is up here. So if you make it really thick up here, it'll look silly. Now, I accidentally drew that little dot, but that's okay because I need to draw my elephant's nostril there anyway. And then I'll just draw a little line like this. So all I did was I drew a dot, and then I filled in that little portion of the peanut where it goes in right there, and then I made like a C shape. And that's how you draw the end of an elephant's trunk. Now right here, you might notice that I added this T shape to the edge of this trunk. That's because that's where the mouth is. Now I'm going to create a triangle shape just like this. And that triangle shape is then going to become another triangle shape, or like a wonky letter Z. And then it's just going to go up into the chin, which goes over beside this eye. So see, it's just a U shape, but it's got to go over beside the eye because if it's too close to the eye, it'll look like the chin is too small. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of a tongue to this elephant. And all I did for that was I added a line right there that's kind of curved and a little tiny line right there that does not meet the bottom of the chin right there. Just like that. And then I'm just going to draw one more line, and that's to symbolize the other half of the lip. So the lip would go all the way across like that. That's looking pretty good. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of detail right here. So I'm going to add this cheek. So see, now it looks like there's actually a cheek on the other side of the elephant's face. And then I am going to add the forehead that's just going to come right off of that cheek. So you can see they came to a little bit of a V here. And then I just do a big curve over the forehead. Elephants are very large, so they would have a very large forehead. So you can see I went pretty high up with this. It's going to look the most accurate if you go pretty high up, although not too high up because you don't want your elephant to have totally gigantic forehead. That would look silly. So now that I have my forehead, I'm going to come right over here and about right in the middle of the forehead, I'm going to make a curve like this that looks like a J or like an upside down J or a candy cane. And then I'm going to make a point. I'm going to come back towards the edge of that candy cane. So curve, point, back down. And then I'm just going to give my elephant a little bit of a wavy looking ear there. I would say that looks good. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So I went up just the opposite direction. And then I'm going to come down. And this time, elephants don't really have a pink part right here. They do have kind of a ridge right here, and that's why I drew that line. But I'm not going to complete this line down to here like I would normally do with all of my other tutorials because this whole ear should be gray. So I'm just going to come right here and I'm going to make my wavy line like that, and that's going to be that elephant's ear. If you want to close this line right here and make that pink, you totally can. This is your elephant, but this is how I'm going to be doing it. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to add some of the details on the trunk. So I'm going to add a bunch of these lines just like this. And that's going to be all my elephant trunk details. And if you want, you can add some little eyebrow details too. You can even add some little tiny hairs right up there. In fact, I think I'll do that. Elephants often have a little bit of hair right there. And you can even add glasses to your elephant. There's so many different things that you could do with this to make it your own. Or you can just copy what I have, which is also totally fine. Now that I have this head of the elephant, I'm going to come right here and I'm going to start drawing the body. And I'm going to have it come right out about on that chin. And I'm just going to make a C shape. And then behind the ear, I'm going to come down. And then I'm going to make, this is like that seagull shape you make if you're making seagulls flying off into the sunset. And then I'm going to create the front of his front leg, just like that. And then I'm going to do the back of this leg, just like that. And you can see there's not too much detail there, but I'm going to add two little quick lines. Oh, and then I think I'm going to add a little bit of a line there and there. They're not like stripes, they're like the wrinkles on the elephant. Then I would have one more little line right here that's hard to see, and that's going to be like where my elephant's back knee would be. And that's pretty much it for this elephant. You can add more if you want. If you feel like you want to add more details to the elephant, like a hat or like glasses or something silly and fun, you can totally do that. You could even add a little butterfly to the end of his trunk. See, I'm going to do that now for fun. So I just added this little black line there. My butterfly wings are a little bit triangular with rounded edges, except the bottom one is more round, just like that. So now my elephant has made a friend and my drawing is complete. I hope y'all enjoyed this video.